right? And I had a question about paternity leave, and not that long ago, but I was like, paternity leave. And it took me a second to realize you're talking about, okay, take time off as the father.
Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
That's, to me, is wild. It's very wild.
I know a guy who works for a company. They get a lot of time off paternity leave, and they're also required to give that person a raise if other people within his group get a raise as well. So if you get, and I'm talking a long time. I don't want to say the number because I'm not sure, but it's more than 6 months.
Holy shit.
Yes. So what happens? So you get all this time off. Now, what if you take all this time off and you knock your wife up again? Well, then
Which may well happen.
Which may well
During
happen.
the course of 6 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're fortunate.
I think it's more than 6 months. I think it's something like 18 months.
I'll tell you the honest truth is.
Paid.
I don't see how. I mean, my reaction was paternity leave. I mean, unless you're a dude with, like, fucking milk-producing breasts, that baby doesn't want anything to do with you, right? You got no purpose in life being at home. You're probably just going to irritate your wife.
Well, you're supposed to be there helping. You're supposed to help.
How many husbands are going to be like, honey, here's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to vacuum the house. I'm going to fold the laundry. I'm going to make dinner.
Well, my favorite was when Pete Buttigieg took paternity leave.
Oh, yeah.
Him and his husband took paternity leave. Like, okay.
Didn't one of them have fake breasts?
Yeah, look at this. I'm doing 18-month maternity leave, and this is why it's awesome. So grateful that Canada now offers 18-month maternity leave option. Would you take a longer mat to leave if you could make it work? So this is the thing. Like you're now you have a baby, and the company is just paying for you to live. Which I mean, maternity is different. Wow. What I was talking about is paternity.
Yeah, that's actually
paternity.
what I thought I clicked on. There's
Yeah.
one that
Yeah.
says they have a 12 to 18 month paternal leave. But I don't know.
Paternal. Yeah.
Parental. Okay, so now now they're referring to it as like parental leave. Yeah.
But paternity is the father.
Yeah.
And that's where it gets bonkers.
Yeah, I mean, again, we'll probably end up doing like, okay, you can take a couple of weeks or whatever. I mean, again, I'm not buying the idea that you're going to be at home, running the household while your wife, relaxes and recovers and enjoys the baby. Maybe I'm wrong about
a couple
this.
weeks or even a month, whatever it is, whatever reasonable number sounds right. But when you get to like 18 months paternity leave, if that is really happening, that seems fucking insane. And it also seems like if someone was like the type of person that likes to game a system, like you just keep knocking up your wife and you just keep getting free money. Because in a year and a half, like that's Irish twins, right?
Yeah.
In a year and a half, she's 6 months pregnant with the next one. And then, so you go back to work for 3 months? Is that what you do?
U.S. is the only country with Papua New Guinea that doesn't have federally mandated maternity leave.
Well, Papua New Guinea also has cannibalism.
Well, yes, that's why I brought it up.
No federally mandated policy to give mothers paid time off. Well, I certainly think that mothers should get paid time off. U.S. is one of only 15 that does not offer paternity leave.
Of the top 41
so what they're saying, I mean, companies do. So what they're saying here is federal law. So federal law is not in tune with this to offer it. I'm sure they will. And they're by signing a measure that grants federal employees 12 weeks of paid parental leave. Look, again, we're doing 3 months maternity leave. I'm sure we'll end up settling on something for paternity leave. I remember, our UK employees would get, God, I think it was like 8 months. Off, and you had to hold their job, which was great because our employees were terrific and we wanted to have them back. But you had to hold their position open, and it's when you're a small company, that's a stress, right? But
especially if you're barely getting by.
Yeah, so it's